हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू डायनामिक स्टडी। आज हम रिविजन कोर्स शुरू करेंगे ऑन मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स। तो here also we will try to cover all the topics in a very quick manner. So I hope this helps. So let's get started.
Okay, so now we move on to consumption demand and investment demand quickly. So aggregate demand has two parts, consumption demand, investment demand. तो ये functional relationship है, C is a function of Y and Y is income, and this is the algebraic expression, that is C bar, which is the autonomous consumption at zero level of income, Y is equal to 0 जब है C bar, and B is equal to B into YD is the disposable income and B is the marginal propensity to consume. Okay, so basically the diagram looks something like this. Okay, so this is basically a linear consumption function. So here it's the C bar, this is the slope which we call as B, and this is the consumption function. Okay, and y axis में हम consumption demand को plot करते हैं, and यहाँ पर x axis में हम income को या national income को plot करते हैं. ठीक है, and this is the origin. So this is somehow the consumption function looks like, and yes, marginal propensity to consume जो है वो del C by del Y है, that is change in consumption by change in income. तो ये basically refer करता है the fraction of changed income which is consumed, and it has been found from empirical evidences that marginal propensity to consume, it varies between 0 and 1. Okay, so yeah. And and it has been observed generally कि less developed countries में higher marginal LDCs में marginal propensities to consume higher होते हैं than compared to the developed countries, and it is important to also make sure that marginal propensity to consume can never be 0 or 1. It is between 0 and 1, right? Okay, so it can never be 0 and 1. Okay, never 0 or 1, and it indicates because that indicates that the entire income is saved and nothing is consumed, which is very unrealistic definitely. और MPC जब 0 होता है तो consumption curve parallel होगा x axis से, ऐसा होगा, ठीक है? तो वो unrealistic है, मतलब 0 और 1 marginal propensity to consume, क्योंकि जब 0 होगा तब entire income save होगा. तो ये है marginal propensity to consume, और एक और है average propensity to consume, which is C by Y. So yeah, average propensity to consume ये average है, so it can be never 0, क्योंकि consumption हमेशा positive होता है और कभी 0 नहीं होता है, और average propensity to consume will be equal to unity जब पूरा का पूरा consume होता है, कोई save नहीं होता है. Okay, ये equal to 1 तभी होगा जब entire income is consumed. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, this at this point the APC will be unity, और इसको हम break even point भी कहते हैं. We call it as break even point. Okay, and yeah, it is generally observed that with a rise in national income, both the propensities, they tend to fall with a rise in income. And less is consumed and more is saved. So this will be then the consumption curve will. Okay, so this is the case of, linear consumption function. So here income increases by 100, and the change in consumption is by 75. So marginal propensity to consume is the same, APC is also the same. This is the linear case. And in case of non-linear case, like the marginal propensity to consume is declining with increase in income. देखिए, income increases by 100, okay, and consumption decreases, okay. And with increase in income, the marginal propensity to consume decreases. In nonlinear consumption function, also in nonlinear consumption function, the average propensity to consume is also showing a declining trend. Okay, fine. Okay. Next is consumption function puzzle, Keynes consumption function, Kuznets finding. So there has been empirical studies of long-term time series information of the US economy for the period of 1869 to 1938. They made a prominent American market analyst, Kuznets, they assessed the consumption function or अमेरिका का सिचुएशन मार्केट एनालाइज करके कुजनेट्स ने केन्स को कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट किए थे केन्स कंजम्पशन फंक्शन व्हिच वाज ऑब्जर्व टू बी राइट ऑन क्रॉस सेक्शनल स्टडीज ऑफ हाउस होल्ड बजट डेटा एंड शॉर्ट टर्म टाइम सीरीज इंफॉर्मेशन सो क्रॉस सेक्शनल और शॉर्ट टर्म टाइम सीरीज इंफॉर्मेशन में केन्स का कंजम्पशन फंक्शन वर्कड बट देयर इज एन इनकंसिस्टेंसी दिस इनकंसिस्टेंसी बिटवीन कुजनेट्स एक्सपेरिमेंटल डिस्कवरीज एंड केन्स कंजम्पशन फंक्शन इसको हम कंजम्पशन फंक्शन पजल कहते हैं इस इनकंसिस्टेंसी को लेट अस मूव ऑन टू इन्वेस्टमेंट सो कंजम्पशन हमने पहले ही डिस्कस किए थे सो रियल इन्वेस्टमेंट मतलब एडिशन टू द स्टॉक ऑफ फिजिकल कैपिटल एंड दिस इज समथिंग लाइक दिस इन्वेस्टमेंट IT इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द पीरियड T KT मतलब स्टॉक ऑफ कैपिटल इन पीरियड T एंड T-1 मतलब प्रीवियस पीरियड में कितना स्टॉक ऑफ कैपिटल था और एल्जेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन में हम ये ऐसे लिखते हैं जैसे कंजम्पशन फंक्शन हम लिखते हैं ये है ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट ये है रिस्पॉन्सिवनेस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट मतलब चेंज इन इंटरेस्ट रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट और मार्जिनल प्रोपेंसिटी टू इन्वेस्ट जैसे मार्जिनल प्रोपेंसिटी टू कंज्यूम था और I मतलब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट क्योंकि इंटरेस्ट से इन्वेस्टमेंट का रिलेशन है एंड द अबव इन्वेस्टमेंट फंक्शन दोनों पार्ट है ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट और इंड्यूस्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट तो I बार ये जो है ये है ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट और BI जो है ये है इंड्यूस्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट तो ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है इट रिप्रेजेंट्स द पार्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट विच इज डन फॉर स्मूथ वर्किंग ऑफ द कंपनी दिस काइंड ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट इज मेंट टू सपोर्ट द नॉर्मल वेयर एंड टियर इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन एंड हेंस इट डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट और लेवल ऑफ इनकम दैट्स व्हाई देखिए ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट ऐसा है पैरेलल टू द एक्स एक्सिस सो हाउएवर ऑटोनॉमस इन्वेस्टमेंट कुड बी एट्रीब्यूटेड टू मेनी फैक्टर्स सच एज पॉपुलेशन मैन पावर level of technology expectation about the future growth so if we draw investment curve for autonomous investment it will be horizontal curve parallel to x-axis that is the investment does not depend on rate of interest nor national income so the above diagram shows autonomous investment it remains constant for all level of national income or rate of interest but in case of new technology जब नए technology introduced होते हैं या business house expect करते हैं to increase the sale so in such a situation autonomous investment curve will shift upward देखिए अपवर्ड शिफ्ट होगा सो रिप्रेजेंटिंग ग्रेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट एट सेम लेवल ऑफ नेशनल इनकम और नेक्स्ट है इंड्यूस्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट विच विल डिपेंड ऑन द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट so basically it is the second part of investment is induced which depends on the rate of interest and the negative function of the rate of interest as the rate of interest is the cost of borrowing हम जानते हैं rate of interest cost of borrowing है so rate of interest जब increase होगा investment fall होगा and vice versa so this is the investment curve okay then we have the investment function तो free market economy में investment function is ऐसे depicted होते हैं free market economy में so it is the function of R comma E where R is the rate of interest and E is the marginal efficiency of capital in other words investment is the function of rate of interest and marginal efficiency of capital तो देखिए if investment is profitable then the expected profit should not be less than the market rate of interest जो expected profit है तो market rate से नीचे कम नहीं होगा and if the expected rate of return is greater than the rate of interest then new investment will take place in the economy तो जो rate of expected rate of return जो है वो अगर ज्यादा है than the rate of interest then new investment will take place in the economy so if investment is profitable then the expected profit should not be less than the market rate of interest so marginal efficiency of capital क्या है according to Keynes marginal efficiency of capital is the rate of discount which renders the prospective yield from capital asset over its whole life period equal to the cost price of that asset तो ये rate of this is basically according to Keynes it is the rate of discount which renders matlab to cause to become okay so which renders the prospective yield from capital asset ओवर इट्स होल लाइफ पीरियड इक्वल टू द कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट। तो देखिए ये ऐसे रिप्रेजेंटेड होते हैं R1, R2, R3, R4। ये है एनुअल प्रोस्पेक्टिव यील्ड फ्रॉम कैपिटल एसेट, ठीक है, और डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस R1 plus R square R cube to Rn. So this is the rate of discount or the expected rate of profit. This is how we represent marginal efficiency of capital. Okay. Okay. The theory and this marginal efficiency of capital basically, wait a second. Yeah. So the theory of investment is suggests that the entrepreneur, they try to maximize profit. Profit obviously invest करते ही है तो profit ज़्यादा profit होने के लिए. So hence they invest in any kind of investment project if the rate of interest is less than the marginal efficiency of capital. So rate of interest should be less than the marginal efficiency of capital. So marginal efficiency of capital or expected rate of profit, हम एक्सपेक्टेड रेट ऑफ प्रॉफिट भी कह सकते हैं मार्जिनल एफिशिएंसी ऑफ कैपिटल को, इज ऑफ कंपैरेटिवली ग्रेटर इंपॉर्टेंस than the rate of interest, as rate of interest is rigid in the short run. Okay, but expectations about future profits is highly volatile in the short run. Okay, so यहाँ पर देखिए it's similar to that of that investment, the relationship. So above diagram we can see that the rate of interest increases from OR2 to OR1, and the stock of capital decreases from OK2 to OK1. Okay, so we can see this. And it depicts the level of change in investment. So it must remember that with the rise in the rate of interest, investment falls when marginal efficiency of capital is less than the rate of interest. ठीक है, marginal efficiency of capital जब कम होगा rate of interest से, ठीक है, और अगर marginal efficiency of capital अगर greater है from the rate of interest, MEC is greater than the rate of interest, तब investment ज़्यादा होगा, it tends to rise. Hence, once the marginal efficiency of capital becomes equal to the rate of interest, afterwards with every rise in the rate of interest, investment expenditure tends to decrease. Next है neoclassical theory of investment. So neoclassical theory starts with optimization of firm's profit. Maximization profit in each period will yield an optimal capital stock. ठीक है, प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज अगर ईच पीरियड में, अब टी पीरियड में अगर आपका प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज हो रहा है तो आपको एक ऑप्टिमल कैपिटल स्टॉक मिलेगा कि इस कैपिटल स्टॉक से ही मेरा प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज हो रहा है. तो ये जो थियोरी है हम इसमें अज्यूम करते हैं नियोक्लासिकल थियोरी ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, जिसमें हम कॉफ-डगलस प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन अज्यूम करते हैं. तो ये सब these are the notations. A है fixed proportion, fraction of capital used and fraction of labor used. तो हम profit function define करते हैं कुछ ऐसे, PT into YT minus ST into IT WT into LT, where ये है price of output, YT, ST, IT and WT मतलब price of labor W, and ये है savings or investment, and LT. Okay, LT मतलब labor, KT मतलब capital, I. So these are the things. Next, concept of multiplier. तो जब marginal propensity to save जब increase होगा, देखिए MPC plus MPS, that is marginal propensity to save is equal to 1. तो जब marginal propensity to save increase होगा तब multiplier fall करेगा, and the other way around. So ये एक multiplier है, K is equal to 1 by 1 minus C. तो ये कैसे ऑपरेट करता है, देखिए इस फिगर में देखिए, the multiplier impact using aggregate demand and aggregate supply curves. So यहाँ पर हमने national income measure किए हैं x axis में and consumption and investment on the y axis. So initial equilibrium is achieved at the point D and the level of income is estimated as OY0. Okay, and presently with increase in the investment by del I, ये del I है, investment increase हो रहा है तो aggregate demand curve shift कर रहा है, upward shift, तो हमें new equilibrium मिल रहा है जो कि B point में है, and with OY one dimension of national income, and it is clear that with the rise in the investment, income has increased more than investment. Okay, fine. सो या तो इन्वेस्टमेंट इंक्रीज होने से इनकम ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो रहा है देन द अमाउंट ऑफ इंक्रीज इन द इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, सो दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ मल्टीप्लायर, मतलब इनकम ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो रहा है. ओके, ये एक न्यूमेरिकल एग्जांपल है. देखिए, एडिशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ ₹1000 करोड़ से ये है डेल आई यहाँ पर गिवन है. तो देखिए 1000 करोड़ इज मेड to construct a hospital. ठीक है, this additional investment will produce an additional income of ₹1000 crores in advance. Okay, देख सकते हैं आप टेबल में. और marginal propensity to consume है 0.90, that is 90% of the additional income is spent on consumption. Fine. So with increase in income by ₹1000 crores will increase income by 900 crores in the second round, क्योंकि 90% spend होते हैं consumption में. Okay, and this multiplier procedure will proceed and the consumption used in each round will be 0.90 times the additional income received in the previous. Okay, so ऐसे होता रहेगा. तो टेबल बिलो में ये प्रोसेस दिखाए गए हैं. So initial investment देखिए 1000 है, which leads to a total increase of 10,000 in income. Okay, so as a result the multiplier k is equal to del y by del I. So 10,000 by 1000. So 1 minus, ये हम ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, k is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 minus MPC. So 1 minus 1 by 0.09, which is equal to 10. Here also we'll get 10. Okay, so this is how we use the multiplier concept. Okay. Next है employment multiplier, which was given by R.F. Khan in 1931. तो ये basically ratio है between total increase in employment by increase in primary employment. Okay, this is the ratio which is the employment multiplier. Okay, and dynamic multipliers looks something like this. If 0.5 is the MPC, so this is the dynamic multiplier. This is how it looks. Because, and this process of dynamic income propagation, it is assumed that consumption is a function of income in the preceding period. ऐसे, ठीक है, CT is equal to F of YT minus 1, मतलब previous period में, और investment function of time period T and autonomous investment, like investment is a function of this, IT is a function of change in investment. Okay, so this is the thing. Next we move on to accelerator theory. So it is related to ये Keynesian methodology से ही related है, and because of its assumption of fixed price assumption. So accelerator is indeed simply a special cause of neoclassical hypothesis of investment where price variables have been reduced to constant. Okay, constant, like the price variables constant assume किए गए हैं, fixed prices पहले ही कह रहे हैं. And we have found in the previous sections that Keynesian hypothesis of multiplier, where investment increase, it multiplies the income a lot more times. Investment increase होने से income बहुत ज़्यादा increase हो रहा है. Right, the initial level of investment, then again, and there is a concept of accelerator भी आते हैं यहाँ पर, which was not considered by Keynes. However, has turned out to be well known after Keynes के बाद. Okay, it became well known, particularly in the hypothesis of business cycle and economic growth. Okay, so business cycle and economic growth hypothesis में ये accelerator concept लाए गए हैं. So the accelerator principle depicts the impact quite opposite to that of investment multiplier. कैसे है? As indicated by this, when the income or consumption increases, so income और consumption जब increase होता है, investment will be increased by a multiple amount. So here multiplier में investment increase हो रहा है, income बहुत ज़्यादा increase हो रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पर indicate कर रहा है कि जब like as indicated by this, that जब income और consumption increase होता है तो investment will be increased by multiple amount. It keeps running on the assumption that when income and henceforth consumption increases, more quantity of goods should be produced, and this will require more capital to produce them if effectively given capital is completely utilized. So income जब increase होगा, consumption increase होगा, as a result of which consumption increase होने से क्या होगा, ज़्यादा goods produce होगा, गुड्स प्रोडक्शन होगा, और इसके लिए ज्यादा कैपिटल जरूरत है. आई एम डिनोटिंग कैपिटल बाय के. ओके, so more capital will be required to produce them if effectively given capital is completely utilized. मतलब existing capital is completely utilized. Since in this circumstance investment is considered by changes in income or consumption, and this sort of investment would be known as induced investment. इसको हम induced investment कहते हैं. So accelerator would be credited as a numerical estimation of expressing the relation between increase in investment coming about because of the increase in income, and the net induced investment will be positive if the national income increases, and the induced investment will drop to zero or even decline if the national income and output remains constant. Okay, so to produce a given amount of output, a specific minimum amount of investment is required. तो एक output produce करने के लिए minimum amount of investment तो जरूरत है. तो in the event that y indicates the output needed to be produced, y is the output that needed to be produced, and v is the capital to output ratio. Okay, capital output ratio. Then the required minimum level of capital will be KT, that is the stock of capital, V into YT. Okay, and V is capital output ratio and YT is the level of output income. तो देखिए यहाँ पर capital output ratio is V, which is equal to K by Y, capital output. Okay, and it should be remembered that in the theory of accelerator, that is V is assumed to be constant. V is assumed to be constant. Capital output ratio is assumed to be constant, and hence changes in output would be the result of change in capital stock. तो जो capital stock है KT, इसमें चेंज जब होगा तभी आउटपुट में चेंज आएगा, क्योंकि एक्सेलरेटर जो V कैपिटल आउटपुट रेशियो है वो कांस्टेंट है. मतलब आई एम नॉट सेइंग एक्सेलरेटर, थियोरी ऑफ एक्सेलरेटर में जो कैपिटल आउटपुट रेशियो है. सो दस व्हेन द इनकम YT, then the required capital stock is KT is equal to V into YT when the output or income will be equal to YT minus 1. तो तब ऐसा होगा YT minus 1 मतलब previous में, तो KT minus 1 is equal to V YT minus 1. So it is clear from the above that when income increases from YT minus 1 in period T minus 1 to Y in period YT in period T, then the stock of capital will increase from KT minus 1 to KT. KT minus 1 to KT. Okay, so ये increase हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं KT minus 1, KT minus KT minus 1. So we can write it in this way. Okay, so this is how we can write it. Since increase in the stock of capital in a year represent the investment, hence we can write the above equation. मतलब change in stock of capital मतलब ही investment होता है. So this we can write this as investment in year T minus 1. So the above equation states that the increase in investment will be V times more than the increase in income. Okay, तो जो investment में जो increase हो रहा है, देखिए V times more than the increase in income. This is the increase in income, and the increase in investment will be V times more than the increase in income. Hence V represents the magnitude of the accelerator. So for example, if capital output ratio is 5, then with increase in income, investment will be increased 5 times of the initial level of income. ठीक है, जो initial level of income है, तो investment 5 times initial level of income होगा. That is accelerator here is equal to 5. Thus, it follows that investment is a function of change increase in income, and with increase in income over time, investment will be increasing positively and vice versa. So, change in income से investment increase होगा. That is what accelerator theory assumes. So, I hope this is clear. और लास्ट है पैराडॉक्स ऑफ थ्रिफ्ट। तो पैराडॉक्स ऑफ थ्रिफ्ट या पैराडॉक्स ऑफ सेविंग, ये पैराडॉक्स है जो कि जॉन मेनार्ड केन्स ने दिए थे 1714 में। तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली कहते हैं कि इंडियन मॉडल ऑफ इकोनॉमी में सेविंग्स अगर ज़्यादा हो तो ये प्रोडक्शन और एम्प्लॉयमेंट को डिक्रीज कर देगा। क्यों कर देगा? क्योंकि देखिए जब सेविंग्स होता है तो स्पेंडिंग कम हो जाता है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट डिक्रीज हो जाता है, एंड विच लीड्स टू फर्दर डिक्रीज इन स्पेंडिंग। एंड अगर इंडिविजुअल्स सेविंग्स इंक्रीज करेगा तो डेफिनेटली स्पेंडिंग फॉल करेगा, एंड स्पेंडिंग फॉल अगर हो जाएंगे तो एम्प्लॉयमेंट रिड्यूस होगा, प्रोडक्शन भी रिड्यूस होगा। सो मोर ओवर बिकॉज ऑफ द इंटरेक्शन ऑफ वॉट Keynesians call as a multiplier or accelerator, an increase of intended saving evidently may result in the decrease in actual saving. So this is what paradox of thrift is. Okay? Okay. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this helps in your revision process. So keep watching, keep learning, and stay tuned for more videos.